Hey there, welcome back to GG Gaming. So we got a really good one here, a new 7-star tier raid boss in Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and it is Dragapult, 7-star Dragapult. That is what it is. Gonna do several showcase videos on how to solo this thing, several different options for you, but this video is going to be for Fezandiptit. Works really well. Gonna walk you through it, everything you need to know. Let's do it. All right, so let's not waste any time. You know how this works. We've been doing this a long time. So, because we're not going to do a primary video on Dragapult, let's cover him in 30 seconds. He's a Dragon Terra type, which means he has several weaknesses, but Fairy being the principal one that we are going to focus on. All of our showcase builds will be Fairy type Pokemon. It's also weak to Ice and Dragon, but I didn't experiment with any of that because he's got stuff like Flamethrower and Dragon type moves of his own. So Fairy is really strong here. Throw it down there in the comments. If you find a different option with Dragon and Ice, I would love to give those a try. His movesets, Dragon Darts, completely immune to that by the fact that we're going to be a Fairy type. Dragon Ball, Shadow Ball. Dragon Ball would be awesome as a move. Shadow Ball, Acrobatics, and then Flamethrower. Acrobatics is primarily what he uses on us. This thing's speed is absolutely insane. 352. Yeah, we're not going first in any of our builds. We're just not. We're going to go second, and we're going to plan for that the entire time. Otherwise, his defensive stats are really low, allowing you to hit pretty hard. All right, enough of that. Let's get over to Fez and how you're going to set up your Fezandiptit. So, Fairy as a Share type, of course. All right, and then a Shell Bell as a held item because we are going to need multiple attacks. That Dragapult has got an ability that I forgot to mention, which is Cursed Body, which will disable your moves periodically. It's got a 30% chance to randomly disable a move when you attack him. So all of our builds are going to have multiple moves. That's the same thing for Fez here. So we're going to go Acid Spray, Calm Mind, Alluring Voice, and Moonblast. All right, so run those as your setup. In terms of your EV spread, I actually don't even have one of the mints applied to my Fez, so it's all out even. But this is my normal raid version, so it's mostly attack and HP and a little bit into speed, probably because I did it for a different 7-star Terra raid boss. But get your numbers somewhere in this ballpark, and those moves, you'll be good to go. Let's go do this raid, and I'll show you how it's done. All right, we're in, and I forgot to mention you are going to want one Intimidate NPC locked into your party, or just reset till you get it. So Arcanine, Tauros, or Staraptor, one of those, you're going to want it to drop the physical effectiveness of Acrobatic. Plus, that Dragon Dance there gets to be a bit annoying. So we're going to go straight into Acid Spray. This guy will not erase his own stats until 43% HP or something like that. So you are free to debuff him right out of the gate and keep it that way. So if you have a different build using something like Fake Tears, we will use Fake Tears on a different build. In this case, Acid Spray works really great because it builds your Terra, plus it drops his defense. It's awesome. So we're just going to run this 3 times straight. And as I said, you are going to want an Intimidate NPC. Is it absolutely required? No. Does it make it easy? Yes. So if you're just looking to reset, to get that Intimidate, again, that's Arcanine, Tauros, or Staraptor on your party, go ahead. Otherwise, there is a video down there in the related videos on how to lock your party. Every one of these showcases I do will have this exact same party with Arcanine in there. So nice when you're wanting to farm a boss over and over. All right, so there he goes. He reset our stats, which is right on cue. Our Terra's set. This guy is, I mean, we're ready to start doing some damage. But he's going to go through a whole cycle of here. But that Dragon Swipe, Breaking Swipe, is we're immune to that because of the Fairy type, which is awesome. All right, so we're good to go there. We're going to go ahead and go straight into Terra and start the Moonblast. We don't need to do anything else. The Calm Mind is there after we break the shield, and it's kind of if we need it. We do typically use it when we break the shield just to help buff against some, special attack, double attacks, etc. But this point in the match, you want to be careful, right? Because I have an Intimidate NPC, my HP is about half, so I know I can survive another hit. If you don't, you're probably going to want to feint once and then come back in and get your Terra set up, all right? So be careful with that. Because I do have that Intimidate NPC and I didn't get, and then there we go, so this is why we have Alluring Voice, because if we get disabled just like that, we have another great super effective attack that we'll use against him. You could could go back up to Acid Spray and just use Acid Spray. It'll do pretty decent damage. until, because the disable only lasts for 4 turns, 5 turns, something like that. And you can keep an eye on that by clicking Fez. So I see move disable 2 out of 4. You can keep an eye on when you will get Moonblast and others back. By the way, he can disable the other move while one is disabled. So you may find out that your Alluring Voice or Acid Spray gets disabled. If it does, the other one then is freed up. He cannot disable 2 moves at once. So as you see, I mean, it's just not even fair. The Intimidate here, I'm taking almost no damage. He really does prioritize Acrobatics for whatever reason. Against this Pokemon, especially Fez, he's going to prioritize Acrobatics. And I've noticed most of the other ones he does as well. All right, so Shield broke, and he just reset our stats. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and drop Calm Mind. We get a free move when Shield breaks. So Calm Mind here. He's not going to reset our stats again, so we get a nice little boost to finish this fight. He still has not reset his stats. He's going to reset his stats at 43% HP. So I'm going to take a little shot here, taking advantage of this, and take another big chunk of HP with another Moonblast. Oh, huge chunk of HP. And from here, you really only, I mean, you could finish this without reapplying Acid Spray if you don't want to, but I'm gonna apply one. So we're gonna drop one more Acid Spray, and then we'll go ahead and knock this guy out. And he's paralyzed. Do a little good luck RNG here. Actually, the Dudunsparce, or whatever that thing is called, is really nice, and it is pure luck that I got it locked in my party, because it uses Glare, and pretty much guarantees that it's going to be paralyzed under 50% when the shield breaks. Because it prioritizes that Glare move. One more for the win! Hey, so I'm so confident we're going to sit the controller down right here. And hey, remind you to hit the like button for sure. Check out the other showcases, and let me know what other builds you're using. I'd love to give him a test. There's going to be a lot of really cool things with this guy. He's not terribly hard once you do figure him out. See you in the next one.